I recently got a BMW 1250 GSA, and of course it needs a few things, as they always do. You know, it's a lot of fun. Got two things in front of me. These are going to be two separate videos. Both I picked up from AltRider. I like AltRider. I've seen their stuff a lot in the wild. My friends' bikes. Matter of fact, I had some bars on my previous bike, the 650. But what we're going to be looking at is the side stand in larger, and also the cylinder head guards for the 1250 GSA. There's going to be two videos, so check out either video. We're going to check out the guards in this video and get them on the bike. So this is what they look like. They're fairly thin and lightweight. I often wonder why BMW didn't install these from the factory, but you know, let's face it, everything comes at a cost, everything comes at weight, and you get it, right? The idea is these aren't necessarily bulletproof. They are aluminum, but if you impact something there on your cylinder head perfectly, where you know, there is an opening around the cylinder head, it could possibly puncture your valve cover. Where you get this in there, and it's going to take the brute of the force, at which it will spread out that pressure of whatever the object you're hitting. Now, obviously, there's no guarantee these will stop everything, but I believe they will slow down a lot, and they look really easy to install. I also really like these hooks they have on them. These bent over pieces of metal where you just slide them in, and then it's just one clamp to install them. I'll also note that these have a cutout right here for an additional brace arm that AltRider sells. You get the hardware you need, just one clamp per each, lock washers, some nice stainless steel hardware, and this kit actually comes with some thread locker, some blue thread locker. These are going to be specific to the 1250 GS and GSA. Now, the GSA is going to come with the crash bars already installed, or the GS, as long as you buy BMW's accessory, these will install onto that. Or AltRider sells a full crash system for either your GS or your GSA. Let's get these on the bike. Pretty simple, straightforward. I mean, they might even just stay there, you know? So that makes sense that all we have to deal with here is this clamp. And I've got to tell you, this clamp here is pretty smart, because these nuts, these are lock nuts. With these lock nuts, they will fall in here, and you don't need a wrench. They're recessed, and you don't need a wrench. I mean, how sweet is that? So I'm going to drop these in. And that's going to be going here on the back side. Then we've got these Allens. My 4mm work the best, nice and tight. And it also has this countersink, you know, kind of decorative washer. I mean, that looks pro, right? When they look like this. And I'll put on some of the blue juice. Get the screw through the hole, find the nut, use my finger. Again, take your time, go back, loosen and tighten, go back and forth a few times. Make sure you got a nice straight bite, and you're not about to cross thread, because that's the last thing you want to do. You know, there's plenty of room to put a wrench on the back of this, but that's AltRider for you, right? I mean, they're going a little bit above and beyond. I know some would say they got prices that are way too high, but they're putting a lot into it. I mean, they really are. And the fact that they have this notch cut out, ready to put this bracket, it goes, I believe it goes here to the frame. The bracket kicks up and over. It goes towards the top, because as your leg comes down, you really want to keep this kind of open. Otherwise, you're going to be smashing your shin, your knee, all that stuff right here. So it comes off here, it kicks up there. I'd love to add that to this bike, but not in the budget for me right now. Maybe that'll come soon. All right, let's tighten this up. And anytime you're working with like a U-bolt or a strap, in this case, this is, you know, kind of like a strap, you would call this. You want to go a little bit, and you want to bring that down evenly. A good indicator of that is looking at the bolts coming out of the nuts. You want about the same amount coming out of the nuts. But there it is, the AltRider Crash Bar Cylinder Head Protector. Hope you liked it. Maybe if you're thinking about getting one, I don't know. Let me know, drop a comment below. And subscribe if you want to follow the channel. See ya.
All over? Dude. He doesn't want to talk about it. Why did you park it on the curb?